Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hi, Message HLS. Good morning. Hi, J Fox. Hi, Prima Wanda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Lady T. Good morning, SK Lee. Rosalind. Good morning, guys. How's it going? Y'all, I'm just trying to figure out like, okay, what are we talking about today? Because there's so many things I want to talk about, but it's hard to talk about everything. So one quick thing, let's get the elephant out of the room. I'm sure someone's gonna come in and ask about it. Yes, I watched is her V Lenore. I watched the interview last night with Sonya. So let's just get that out. I was not in the bushes per se when it was live. I guess I was about an hour behind. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I had like it was the interviewer. I really like that lady. I think she's excellent. She has excellent questions, but these are all questions we've all asked. There was nothing new that I learned in this interview of 2.5 hours. It was Sonya being Sonya, and the interview you were trying her absolute best to draw some truth and understanding out of this very strange woman. And Sonya also diligently sticking to her script and not deviating from her talking points one little bit. And I found myself clicking into many other things last night. Um, and I just, I came back. I probably clicked in about 4 or 5 times, but ma'am got her full 2.5 hours out of me. Um, and I watched the whole entire thing, and I'm out here supporting. And but at the end of the day, Sonya is just like I don't. My realization yesterday was that's who she is, y'all. Like I know I'm just wondering why everyone expects so much better out of her. She is who she is. She thinks what she thinks. She's gonna feel how she feels. We'll talk about it later, but at the end of the day, like you can't expect a tiger to be a bear. You can't expect a dog to be a cat. You can't expect, you know what I'm saying? Like people are who they are, and that's it and that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I wasn't surprised. Ma'am is she is we'll talk about it when I go live on Real Talk Bougie because I don't want to get into it too much right now because I'll be into it too much right now. Um but I thought I really liked the interviewer. I thought she was very smart. Um I just think that Sonya has made it a long time playing cute, playing young, and playing. And she is a certain age. She has entered I said this like a week or two ago, so I'm going to repeat myself. She has entered a segment of the world where she is not able to con them and make people think that she is more than what she actually is. Okay. I will expand on that. She has a way of talking fast and talking over, and people find that authoritative to a certain degree and maybe be a sign of intelligence, success, power, like whatever it is that some people like give deference to that type of tone of voice and attitude. She also is a very short stature person, 4'10", and she may have issues with her height because rather she's very insecure. She talks about her height, her weight, her looks all the time. So she runs over conversation. Like it's just like, what did we expect? Anyway, we'll talk about it when I go live on Real Talk Bougie. I'm not going to get all the way up into it right now, but it's like who I don't expect a different result at this point. Ma'am has been all up and down the YouTube street. She's been everywhere. She's been to a channel that has over 1 million subscribers and not, right? And I think she's done 4 interviews now, at least that I know about. It's like it's like when Maury says, "Did you really need to come here to understand like that your man's cheating or that that's not his baby or whatever the case might be?" When it's the Maury results, like you did you really need like I was watching because I knew it was kind of like homework and it was more like, I covered this story on the YouTube street, so I better watch just in case. But at the end of the day, it was giving exactly what it was going to give, and I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like sis was on message, which was her. This is the one thing I want to talk about. Yes, same script. The minute they get into the questions, it took less than 5 minutes to start talking about I got shot, I have medical issues. Like, is this about you or is this about him? Ma'am can't stop talking about herself. She just can't. She says she's there for him, but she has no speech. She has after 3 interviews, you would think that she would write something down that she can deliver. Well, let me be quiet because I don't want to give this woman any advice at all. Okay, guys, there's some interesting news that happened on the YouTube streets yesterday. One of the places I landed yesterday, I happened to notice I Am Hazel was live. And, Hazel is part of the mommy community. Well, guess what? Guess what? Hazel is adding to the family. Sis is pregnant. Okay. Sis is pregnant, I guess, with baby number 3. She has twins. But now I don't know what she's carrying right now, but she's definitely carrying a baby. Okay. Mom is momming. And let's see, did she post any other pictures? She posted her ultrasound. Okay. coming coming July 24. Sis isn't playing with us. Like this is how you do an announcement coming June 24. Okay? Awesome. No questions. She don't have to answer a bunch of anything. Coming June 24. Okay? So what is it? It's February now. The baby's coming in the 6th month of June. Ma'am is like 5 months pregnant. She's in that 5-month zone, 5 to 6 months, right? We don't know when in June, but it's coming, baby coming in June, according to the announcement. Okay. 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 Now, I don't know where's the boyfriend, but okay. Phew, this little one is already giving me a run for my money. If the close of 2023 taught me nothing else, it definitely taught me to expect the unexpected. Happy Wednesday, a nauseous mom. Okay, good for her. Um, this is actually so they were live. Maybe she took it down. Yeah, I guess they took it down. Girl, they were twerkulating and everything. I don't think yeah, I don't I'm sure I did not screen record any of that. They had a twerkulation off contest. Well, not a contest. They had a twerk off. Any of you guys remember the twerk off they did many, many, many years ago? Um, and they were playing a lot of copyrighted music. That happened again with another friend, and that's when I saw Lily turn around. Not Lily. Lily was there. Lily was looking real cute. Um, look, ma'am's pregnant. Ma'am is pregnant and she's expecting baby coming in June. That's the news. So for any of you following on Real Talk Bougie, um, she basically you guys know I am Hazel because she came through with a story time with some details of a person who sounds a lot like Nesto in her description box. It said his name rhymes with pesto. So it was safe to assume, especially since she mentioned Steve Harvey and Shirley Strawberry, that that was what was going on. Um, yes, yes. But because she'd been so tiny, but she looks like average. You know what I mean? Like I think like she's definitely gotten thicker, but I think because we were used to seeing her super slim, Lily. But I think for like anyone else, I think that's probably like, it's giving like a 6 or I don't know. Because her height, who knows what size she actually is. But yeah, definitely more than before, but I guess that's what she wanted. And I think people were thinking Lily was pregnant, but I think that's what Hazel said, like it was actually me all this time, right? That was pregnant. Anyway, so yeah, Lily and Hazel were having a good time. And forgive me, I cannot even remember the name of the friend that was there, but they had a friend over and they were all dancing and showing their skills with the one-legged and the hump in your back and all of that, all of the twerkulation skills needed to pop that thing. They were, and maybe what got Hazel where she is expecting a new baby. So congratulations to the new mom. It's a wonderful thing, right? So the twins will be big sisters, which is very nice. So good for her and congratulations. Um, that was Ashley, Hazel's twin sister. That was Ashley. The other one in the one in the pajamas. Okay, that was her sister. Okay. So, okay, cute. I didn't even notice just to be so Hazel is a twin. She had twins. Got it. Okay, very good. Good for her. Like I said, congratulations. She's one of these small women who's carrying very like high up, like a little almond shape. She looks super cute with it. Um, it was very, very cute. And I don't think I got any stills of it. I'm sure someone did. I'm sure it's somewhere out here on this internet if you are inclined to want to go hunt it down. Um, let me just check and see what other there was some other wretchedness that was going on. And let's check it out. And then I'll be over there at Real Talk Bougie. Probably I'm gonna try and get there as early as I can. But I got to handle some business really quick, and then when I finish that, I we'll talk about in depth um that interview. I don't think we're going to get all the way into it. I do have a favorite part that I thought was, you know what? She's behind. And I mean that period. Like she's not able to keep up with the intelligence, the experience, the wisdom of women in her age group. And I'm talking about even just from a generational standpoint. Okay. Let's say from a 1965 to 1979, right? And we've talked about this plenty, but the repercussions of low life living are tremendous. What I was thinking in the car, I was listening to to a last little part, and the hostess said something about she's a mother that has a daughter that has a daughter, but she's a daughter who has a daughter who has a daughter. Okay. One failed marriage, another failed marriage. I don't know if Sydney's ever been married. Then you got the 17-year-old vocalizing. I mean, a mess, right? And I don't know what type of situation, like the cheating and all of that, had to do with anything from the mother. It's a mess. It's a mess. And girl. But I definitely have some thoughts on the interview, like learning, I guess learning a little bit more, getting a little additional perspective. I feel like I didn't learn anything more other than like sis is a crumb snatcher who's low life living, chasing after a bum who's sitting in jail. She is okay with taking crumbs. And I will have the proof and evidence of that in the video that Phone Calls from Prison dropped yesterday at 7 o'clock. She is okay with taking absolute minimal, minuscule crumbs and being okay with it, and has convinced herself to be a ride or die for no other reason other than that's it. Oh, it did. I was expecting that. Yesterday when I pulled up her video, or the day before yesterday, I looked at the subscriber count thinking it's about that time. Because if you guys notice, it seems to be around every 90 days. It Desperata. Yeah, it seems to be about every 90 days that thing falls. Okay, let's look at this well, okay, let me take a look real quick. Hold on. I believe you, girl. I believe you. There's no real headway being made for the new subscribers are not outweighing the loss. So and I'm going to be honest, I've never seen a windfall loss like this. Like, why is it that there's always so many people leaving? That's weird to me, but um let's see what the graph says. Um wow. I mean, according to TubeBuddy, oops. Well, according to TubeBuddy, it's minus a negative 1,015 in the last 30 days. What? 12 videos and the views are 143K. Mm-mm. Okay, with 100 and however many, with 491,000. Look, not my problem. I just report the news. I don't make it up. But yeah, very very interesting. Um and the subscribers are a minus. So yeah, she's if anyone is subscribing over there, she's not recouping her losses. Because you lose subscribers every day. Someone messaged me. Someone typed in a comment. They dropped a comment. That's what trying to say. Um, Telling me, which this is funny when people do this, that they're unsubscribing and the reason why. And it's just like, okay. So normally, I mean, you don't really notice. Like, you get two new subscribers, you might lose one, you might lose three. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's at 491, guys. It's official. All right. And it's so funny when some people drop by and they'll say, "Oh my God, Keisha, you're almost at 500,000." No, says she was at 500,000. I've just never seen it happen like this. I'm just wondering because I know word has been on the street that possibly there was some buying of subs once upon a time, and maybe the subs are, I don't know, YouTube does a clean sweep, and it's possible, I don't know, but if she has, or if her numbers are her numbers and that is not the case, then it just seems to be some sort of an exodus, because at about the every 90-day point, I mean, I literally looked the other day um and was like, oh, okay, 492 still. Okay. That doesn't surprise me. It just doesn't. Yeah, you see people lose subscribers, but normally it's like a massive dump, not just like a slow trickle, all the time. It's like just a constant drip. Girl, just buy, just unsubscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here anyway. Or if you don't want to be here, you're not happy with the content anymore, or you've moved on, you've transcended whatever, that is okay. That's okay. One time I went through like all my subscriptions, you can go to that subscription page, and I was just like, I never watch this. It wasn't on some, I don't like them or their content is this or that. It was just on some, did I subscribe? Like, I never even watch it. So I did kind of like a little, housekeeping, but it wasn't on anything. Dead channels. Yes. So dead channels happen to a lot of OG YouTubers. They had to restart to get it fixed. Yeah, because there may be, and there was a lot of bots once upon a time, lots and lots of bots. So that might not be an accurate depiction. And for some of the OG YouTubers that it affects, their channels are so large and they're continuing to grow, you don't even notice it. Because when you're in the 500,000, when you're in the six figures, let me say it like that, the number goes up every 1,000, right? So the only time it makes a difference is if you fall between like that digit between like 999 to the next 1,000 up, right? If you lose 2 subscribers and you just got to 100,000 and you go down 2 subscribers, you might go back down to 99.9, believe it or not. So when you're in the 5 figures, you're going to see only 100 increment drops, but it doesn't mean they lost 100. So if I'm at 16.2 and 3 people drop, it'll go back to 16.1, but it doesn't mean I just lost 100 subscribers. I may have just lost 1 or 2. And then when I get those 2 or 3 back, some new people come through, it'll go back up to 2. But yeah, so it's 1,000 increment. So her dropping 1,000 like every 3 months is kind of like, damn. And it never shows her increasing. But yeah, I don't know. Look, not my problem. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. Not my problem. If that's her problem to solve. And we've seen her vocalize it a lot, talking about her strategy of what she plans to do and how she plans to do it. We'll catch some more. I think we watched this video already. This one. We just watched that one the other day. I don't know if there's any new videos to watch. I think we're caught up. We haven't been watching her hair videos and okay. Okay. So we're caught up over there. Good job, Keisha. Keisha's got other things going. She sells hair. She does credit repair. She does everything. If you don't know who we're talking about, hold on, let me find it. Okay.
Right now because of him. A lot of my credit repair customers because of him. If Jeremy promotes stuff out of me, like anything that, because I do a lot of things. I sell hair, and Jeremy comes home every day or contacts me throughout his day with somebody, whether it be credit, like, hey, somebody's looking to do this, babe. I talked to them about you, blah, blah. Like, when we close the deal, y'all see the closing video, but just still the point is he really, really, really values me, and kudos for doing what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm a mom, I don't get kudos for it. He's a dad. But just like to just do it without any question, just because he's just so happy and wants me to win. So whichever room he's in, every room that he's in, since I've gotten my real estate license, he's this very moment. Just the fact of the matter is, I know this is a client. The goal is so instead of planning, we get to that goal. Anyways, y'all, let me go ahead into this condo. We're going condo, y'all. Look at me. I came to the Finchies to get some lunch. Babe had sent me some lunch money. I was like, let me.
Yeah, I might got a little deal for y'all people. If y'all, I might got a deal for the people without wheels.
Real bad. Okay. Jeremy, he gets me my clients. Jeremy, he's always bringing me something. Jeremy, he lets me know what people need. Jeremy, like Jeremy this, Jeremy. Okay. So we're caught up over there. We're gonna go ahead and see Jasmine, I think, was playing basketball in the backyard. I don't know if they told her to get her behind out the streets. And then we might run over to Live. I know I've been promising to get over to Gina's, and we will do that. And we will do that. We're just not doing it this morning. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. But yeah, girl, she looks like Shamar. Oh my God. Yes. You didn't know that? That's on the YouTube streets. They say that is her cousin. She's probably hurting herself right now trying to twerk. Oh, because she was copying the twerkulation fest with the girls. Okay. Um yeah, it was a surprise. Good for Hazel. You know what I mean? Like, you may as well go ahead and get it in now and make it and just make that thing happen and get your last baby in. Or I don't know if this is her last baby or not. So let me just say, get that baby in if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think the reaction seemed to be that people were very excited and happy in the chat. And she looks absolutely beautiful and good for her. You know what I mean? Okay, let's moving right along. Guys, Ratchet Mom is having a ratchet good time in the backyard with the kiddos. And let's just go see what's going on over here because we know Jasmine has been in a state of denial about this man that she seems to want to sit and cry on the internet about. But let's just see what's going on and we will. I don't know why she would be shooting a basketball in the backyard like that when anything could happen and it could jump off the rim and hit one of these neighbors' windows. Like, that's just not. It would have to do a lot for that to happen, but isn't it always the oddest things happen when least expected? Do you imagine you're trying to take a nap? Do you imagine in the evening you're trying to take a nap and all that that's not just Bentley, but you got someone playing basketball in the backyard, all them kids and Bentley, and then it's making your dog bark. Talk about outside right now, but here. Mm-mm-mm. We're gonna stay here for just a minute and then we're gonna pivot. I'm just like, oh my God. All right, we're gonna let this go. Let me stop playing with this. Okay. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying while this fixes. That baby, all he does is scream. It's so aggravating. Good morning from Richmond, Virginia. Hey, y'all. Sounds like a damn pack of hyenas. We have a very quiet neighborhood and we have a lot of old people. And I mean like 70s. And they don't like a lot of noise. I'm not saying you can't make noise, but some of our older folks who are just trying to be in peace, they bought their houses like in their late 40s and 50s because this neighborhood's about 25-ish years old. Girl, you have a party, you have family over, that you better go ahead and start packing it up by midnight because them folks don't like that, okay? Or start to turn the music down and things like that. Another vlog trying and hoping to get hips attention. Girl, you think that's what it was? Let's see, God's property. What'd you say? She couldn't at least let it down some so it could bounce over, so it won't bounce over to the neighbors. No, because she's just thinking about herself. She wants to do free throws right now. And if it does bounce off the rim, it's going to be a problem. Look at the kids with no play clothes. Okay. When Farah comes home from school in her cute new jeans, her good school clothes, I wish she would get on the ground and do some sit-ups or push-ups in her little is that that's okay. Amaya. Get on the grass with your pants. Go take those off, put on some leggings, go put on a, your lounging clothes. Go put on a two-piece. That's for the house only. Okay? House clothes, right? House clothes. Didn't they used to call them play clothes, right? It just posted yesterday. It's all over the YouTube streets and Facebook. What are you talking about? Nope. Not a clue. Sorry, I'm curious now. She does everything. However, she does nothing. Oh, we're going to talk about that. April, India, the woman works with him on his comedy show. Are you talking about Erica Hughley's husband? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about, April? Fran, there's no other trash channels like hers. So this is no surprise. Yeah. Are you talking about Keisha? Girl, please tell me you saw the news because I feel like no one is stating the obvious. What are you talking about, sis? Girl, it might be so obvious that it's like, duh, do we even have to talk about it? So I don't even know. Oh, the Jacksons of Atlanta. Oh, okay. I heard about it the other day and I hadn't really been pressed to talk about it. And I'm gonna just tell you why. Because I don't trust them and I feel like everything they do is a skit. So I'm not really sure. So you're saying the news, was there some news about them in Atlanta? Or is it just that she put up that post? Tell me, like, drop the tea so I can speak to it. Because honestly, Jacksons of Atlanta, they're so full of shit. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, But yes, I did hear about it. I heard about it and was just kind of like, mm, just to be honest. But we can talk about it. I think it's on well, look, isn't that funny? I put in my I go onto Instagram and they're the first things that popped up. Okay. Welcome to our little corner of the world. So this is what they just posted 23 hours ago. Is that post even still up? I'll find it because I have it. I mean, like 10 people sent it to me about them divorcing or some mess. Let me find it. Um Yeah, it's giving skit because they'll post one thing to start to drive some traffic and then they're posting something else and it's like, what happened? Like, aren't y'all getting divorced? Like, what happened? Okay, hold. Let me go to my inbox. Okay, and let me go to my inbox and see if I can find it real quick. Um. Oh, it was on Mahogany's. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All right, let's do it like this. All right, let me do this and then I'll. Okay. So after 8 years of marriage, I'm getting a divorce. So this is the Jacksons of Atlanta with the shits, right? Since the onset of November 2023, this is a woman who's 27 years old and she has 6 kids with her husband. My husband have been has been involved in an affair with a fellow participant from his comedic endeavors. That would not be a shocker to me because we've seen the skits playing out of him cheating on her, but I don't know if that, you know what I mean? Like again, skits, right? This is not an isolated instance. See, ma'am has little to no education. This is not an isolated instance, but rather a recurring pattern of behavior. Despite the gravity of this situation, it was the final incident that compelled me to take this decisive action. Over a span, someone who thinks they are smart wrote this, and I know it wasn't Mahogany. Over the span of our decade long journey together, I have been subjected to various forms of disheartening behavior. And throughout this ordeal, I maintained my silence and remained steadfast in my loyalty to my husband, all in attempt to shield his public image from the taint of such scandal. So you maintained, I'm just going to react to this as I read to it. So you maintained your silence and remained steadfast in my loyalty to my husband, all in an attempt to shield, just to so for his image, not because you love him, not because you want their children to have their father, not because you wanted to keep your family together, but in order to shield his public image from taint of such a scandal. Okay. In spite of my husband's failings, now you're going to throw him all the way under the bus. My affection for him remained unshakable. So someone's having affairs on you, they're not loyal, they are trashing you. They pretend to have affairs with people in skits, make you look stupid and slow, but you think it's cute. Even though he's failing as a husband, you think as a woman, as a mother who drops kids every single year, and you're 27 years old, allegedly. Um, you think that that's a good idea. You think that that's what God put out for you. You think that's what he set at his table for you to bless you. That's what he put out to bless you with. Okay. Okay. In spite of my husband's failings, my affections for him have remained unshakable. I conceived a family with him, nurturing the hope that he would evolve. So potential, build a bay workshop. She was nurturing. She nurtured the hope. She did not nurture the man. Not saying she didn't nurture him, but she nurtured the hope, an idea, a notion of who she thought he would be, that he would evolve into a man. His persuasive words suggest, so he's got that mouthpiece, okay? But his actions contradicted. So he doesn't walk the walk. He just talks the talk. He don't talk it and walk it. He just his walking, he's not aligned, okay? He's not aligned with his words and his actions. He's got what they call in the Bible a forked tongue, okay? He's a wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? As profoundly painful as this experience is, I am confident that better days lie ahead. I have devoted these past years to upholding my commitment to my husband, expressing my love for him, and fostering our family. Oh, fostering? Okay, fostering. Okay, fostering our family. Okay. Regardless, any slanderous accusations he may seek to level against me. Well, I saw your whole ass on numerous occasions. You guys were on OnlyFans. You guys are supposed to be a pastor and first lady. That's why I had to put them down. Those two are just such a contradiction. My devotion to my husband throughout our marital journey has been unequivocal and unwavering. Okay. When the time is right, I will share more about my personal journey to our amazing audience who have accompanied Justin and I over the years. We will endeavor to share our co parenting journey with you across all shared platforms and channels. I am deeply grateful for your prayers and for the consistent support that you have extended to my family and I. As I turn the page on this chapter, I'm stepping into a new era of freedom and liberation with heartfelt gratitude, Mahogany. Okay. Did she say she was getting a divorce? Someone said right here, but serious question, why get a divorce? Why not be a poly or keep your husband to your household to get and keep your household together? It's in the man's nature. Y'all can discuss an arrangement that works best for your for your dynamic, but to give away everything you've been building for the past 10 years because there's another woman, which is in a man's nature, to me is unfair to you. Everybody, I'm gonna just the short answer to that is everybody doesn't want to share. That's number one. To people who want to share and who people who have accustomed themselves to sharing a man, maybe that's their privilege, that's their honor, that's their whatever to be, I'm going to just say doormat. If you want to doormat for your man and that is not what you want, because maybe that's not Kalinda, maybe that's not what she wants. Maybe she wants a man to herself. So to all the women out here who don't mind sharing, don't mind splitting, don't mind setting up a schedule of when you can get a hold of your man, let them do that. If you don't want to be in that position, then you don't be in that position, right? I mean, to me, it is not there's a lot of things that are in people's nature. Our fight or flight, kill or be killed, but everybody doesn't resort to those instincts as a default. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can go screw a whole lot of women doesn't mean that you do. Just because a woman can go and do whatever she wants to do doesn't mean, like, I just think that that's a dumb argument. If you want to be monogamous with one person, there is someone out here in the world that will be monogamous with you. You know what I'm saying? It's awful advice, but there's a crumb snatcher, low life living, low quality person element out here in the world. Enter Sonya into the conversation. Okay, that's what we'll talk about later. At the end of the day, there are people out here who have conditioned themselves to want less. There are people out here who condition themselves who think that having there's people out here who could not even believe that Shirley made $400,000 a year. It just wasn't possible. Oh, she's probably making like $5,000 a year. No, she's not. She's the co-hostess. Sis is bad with her money. There are people who would rather believe that this woman wasn't making money rather than she was mishandling her money. That ma'am had bad credit or a taste for expensive things or got herself so deep in the hole in debt. People would rather believe she didn't make money rather than she mishandled money. Then, if you have money, there is the conversation that nobody ever teaches us about finances. You don't hear every black person in the world constantly talking about paying some damn bills. What do we have to educate our kids on? Pay your bills. If you owe it, pay it. If you owe it, pay it. If you owe it, pay it. If you pay it on time, that affects your credit. Right? What needs to be learned about pay what you owe? If you borrow it, pay it back. If you don't pay it back, it will affect your credit. You understand what I'm saying? There is a certain degree of acceptance of low life living. And there are women out here that would rather have a piece of a man, a crumb of a man, than no man at all. So Mahogany is sitting over here telling us that she wanted to have all these babies. She wanted to cover for this guy who wasn't covering for her, making her look stupid. And then you put out the announcement. She puts out the announcement. They did not put out the announcement. What does this mean? But then you still have pinned pictures of you and your husband. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. He's had you out here looking like a straight hooker. Look at this. This is the pastor and the first lady. Okay. I don't know if there's going to be music or not. This schmuck, this weirdo. And okay. Okay. There's the first lady and the pastor. Okay. Okay. And people do. Okay, Mahogany, you can twerk. Good for you, sis. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, good for you. All right. Sir is disgusting. He just wants some people to come over there to his situation. Um Now he posted over here. Okay, this is his letter. Let's read this. As the new year unfolds, it's brought with it a time for deep reflection and important life decisions. Let me tell you something. Don't think that just because you're not getting pimp, you're not getting pimp. Okay. At the end of the day, if you feel like you have to go against what you know is right to deal with someone, you got to check yourself. Because when you have to check your integrity at the door and play stupid just to deal with someone who's got you on top of that, accepting less, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings today. As the new year unfolds, it's brought with it a time for deep reflection and important life decisions. I've embarked on a journey of self discovery, asking myself fundamental questions about who I am and what I truly desire from my life. Looking back on the past decade, I realized how much of my energy was devoted to building businesses, churches, social media presence, and brands. Yet in this pursuit, I inadvertently neglected to nurture my own inner growth. Okay. After 8 years of marriage, I've reached a difficult decision that it's time for me to move on and seek a divorce. Okay, so he, but so Mahogany puts out all this. I've been nurturing a family. I've been doing this. I've been supporting my man. He just came on through to it that he's getting a divorce. Okay. He wants a divorce. This decision is not arrived at lightly. It was in the product of extensive self-examination, prayer, and seeking wise counsel. I understand that letting go of the image of my marriage is daunting, but after much contemplation, I've recognized that my love has waned. Ooh. And it's essential for me to pursue a path that aligns with my heart. Okay. I would pop him dead in his mouth. I'm incredibly proud of the accomplishments of the last 8 years, most notably being a father to my amazing and handsome sons, Justin, Marcel, Mateo, Milo, Miles, and Maverick. They are true beacons of my life's work. I am not without flaws, nor have I ever claimed to be. I own my mistakes, including an emotional affair with a colleague. It is important to emphasize that my choice to get a divorce is rooted in my earnest desire for a fresh start and to focus on my personal healing journey and future endeavors. I extend my deepest gratitude to all of our supporters. Your unwavering support has been a cornerstone of the Jacksons of Atlanta's success. The legacy we've built together will continue to thrive. Your support throughout the years has been invaluable. And for that, I am eternal. I'm going to just say this, Mahogany, keep shaking your ass online if you want to. This ninja will come through like a thief in the night, and he will have Bebe and Boo Boo taking care of your kids. You understand me? And you going to be sitting up there looking stupid. Keep shaking your ass and come online half naked, and he's going to make you look real bad. And you're going to be sitting here crying when he got Juniper or whoever over there taking care of them kids, and you're gonna be mad and sad. Okay, that's number one. Number two, he didn't even mention, and to Mahogany, a fantastic mother and a woman who dealt with my mess. He didn't acknowledge her at all. He's speaking to the business, the Jacksons of Atlanta. He's a piece of shit, in my opinion. I feel like this is a very selfish message, and this is the type of stuff that will have someone looking down the barrel of something cold and powerful, in my opinion. Okay. Come to me with this type of message if you want to. I would be pissed. Okay. But that's just me. Very disrespectful, very selfish, very disrespectful, and extremely self-centered letter. But what do you expect? He's one of he's one of these people that reside on the YouTube streets that thinks that they are special because they say so. Okay. But interesting nonetheless. So he got involved in an emotional affair with somebody. Okay, good for him. I still smell Skit, but I would never allow myself to be used in such a manner. We know that he idolizes Country Wayne. We know that he idolizes, what is going on here? Some erotica. This is giving when Husco has to calm Darren. Watch now. What is this? I don't even know. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know. Who is this? This is the new chick?
Mama say hello. So y'all, I'm out here having
Hold up.
where we at? We at the Mexican restaurant having some food. So
That's the council. That's not fun.
Wait a second.
just having some good counseling and talking. Good conversation though.
He's a bum. Let me tell you, Mahogany, you better deal with him with attorneys. Okay? She ought to know better. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not saying another word, okay? Nigga. Okay. Let me tell you something. Where is my bat and where is my machete? Okay. Hell no. Okay. Hey boo. Let's see. Hey boo boo. Is it hey Kimmy? Girl. Girl. Let me tell you something. Where is my pillowcase and where are the rocks? Okay, put some damn rocks in a pillowcase. What are you doing? Take all my pictures off your site. I would be salty mad, okay? Salty mad. Who is this chick? This is the new one? I'm sorry. I still smell Skit, but we gonna see. We gonna see. Let me these people are, let me tell you something. We're watching this now. Don't be surprised if it gets cut out later because these folk don't mind trying to come for people's situations. I'm mad I'm even showing this right now because I need to find some sort of overlay. Okay, let's do it like that. Maybe that'll help.
How you?
Good.
You good?
How are you?
I'm good. So a little bit about my mama, y'all. Let's see what can I
That's
tell
his
you.
mama. Is that his real mom?
Guess what's your name? The people don't know you.
Oh.
Tell them a little bit about yourself.
She said they'll get to know me later. He said,
But give them your name.
I don't think that's his mom. I think he doesn't have a relationship with his parents.
Y'all just got back from having dinner with my mama, y'all.
Okay.
First of all, thank
I thought he didn't have a relationship with his mom, but we'll see.
y'all. Thank y'all. If you've been following me for a long time, a lot of people don't even know who my mama is, and I think she ain't been in I don't even think she really. I think she been in like she ain't even been in any of YouTube videos my whole career. Our relationship was rocking
Okay, yeah,
for a
because
long time, y'all. But we went out
so
to eat
maybe
tonight,
like
and
mahogany.
first of all, y'all, my mom look good. So thank y'all. I got a lot of comments about that. She look
She
good.
looks like
48 years
mahogany.
old. 48. 48. Black don't crack. She look good. She looks really good. But
Well, she's 48 and you're like 30 years old. She had you damn exiting high school. Okay. So, yeah, she still looks good because she had you. She was still a kid herself. So, okay. But it's funny how she kind of looks like mahogany, don't you guys think? Guys, I got to put some cover. I got to play around with this because these people like to come for videos.
it was really great to catch up with my
And it just keeps stuttering. Let's see.
mom. We've been catching up the last couple of days. Um, and it's been a blessing. And man, where do I start at? So our relationship was rocky, and we've been talking and just man, I would say this to y'all. I'm gonna say this because see, one thing about my story is I grew up in the church. So I
Mm, that didn't help.
was always in church. I was heavy in church. I was very. If you met me probably about 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I was very churchy.
Oh,
If you follow me
very.
now, y'all know I'll cuss 1 minute, I can cuss you out, but we can slay the demon and we can have church the next minute. That's just me. That's my personality. I ain't listen, you can't change who I am. That's who God made me be. So, but back then I was very churchy. So a lot of times I stayed with my I gotta do a video on this, but I stayed with my grandmother. I was all the ways in church. I was always in church. So, going to churches and singing. I don't know how I was singing then, but I was singing on people's church. I'm like, I can't even sing. But I was going, just stayed in church. My grandma kept me in church. So yeah, my grandma kept me in church. So I was just very churchy, and of course growing up in the church, you got different views. Church people just have I love my church people. I love the church, but sometimes you can be too churchy that you ain't no earthly good, if that makes sense. But anyway, me and my mom talking tonight, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. I always thought my daddy was I blame a lot of stuff on my dad. My daddy he probably did that. He got that. This from my let me tell y'all, listen. I want to tell my mom while you were sending me to school doing
He's up in here freestyling. It looks like he's at a damn hotel, y'all. Sir is a hot mess. I don't know what's going on with this man. We'll listen to the rest of this story. Thank you to the sis that bubbled this up. I heard about what was going on with the Jacksons of Atlanta, and I'm glad he is very sassy. Look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just say this. This dude is strikes me as very cheap. Okay. Let me give you guys some advice. I'm gonna just brag for a second because I am gonna be married 10 years next month, which you might not think that that's a long time, but some people can't stay together for 10 minutes. Okay, my husband and I moved in together right after I came back from my sister's wedding in 2009, and he was watching Little Mama. He stayed at the house for me and watched Little Mama, and we were not living together at that moment. We weren't even really like together. We were kind of together. Like I liked it in him and I was claiming him because I wanted him to be mine, but we were not together like that. But I asked him to do me a favor when I went to my sister's wedding and to watch mommy. And he went and stayed at my house. And when I came back, probably like a week later, it's a whole nother story to this. But anyway, like a week later, we moved in together. We moved in and we've been together ever since. And it's not easy. Like sometimes you have to have a whole argument within yourself to not be in an argument with your significant other, your boyfriend, your husband, your spouse, whatever. Like sometimes you have to really pick your battles, and also not be petty, all of these things. This guy strikes me as like the most pettiest of the petty. He just strikes me as a petty type, sassy dude. And I am so grateful that that's not, I don't deal with anything like that. Um, and this guy seems so freaking petty. I don't even see how this woman could have been in a marriage with him at all anyway. I'm still number one. I'm still not above thinking that this is a skit. That's number one. I promise you, that's number one. But let's just say these two are going through marital problems. Marriage is sacred. For those of you who have taken like the sacredness um out of marriage, that's your prerogative, and that if it works for you, that's fine. I'm not here to preach to you. All I'm saying is that it is sacred. And when you mess with it for coin, you're going to see what's going to happen. And these two have been messing with parenthood, childbirth, family, marriage, sex, their bodies, all of that stuff. They have been messing with all of that publicly and exchanging it for coin for a very long time. And if this marriage is falling apart, I'm not surprised. And if this marriage does fall apart in the future, I'm not surprised. You have got to keep your marriage and your relationship sacred. If you are in a relationship right now that you want to move towards marriage, keep people out your business. And I'm talking about like your business, okay? Keep people out of it. Save something for your spouse, save something for your partner, save something for your boyfriend. Don't tell your friends all your business before your man even knows your business. Save something just for him. Exercise some self control of keeping your marriage, your relationship sacred unto you. Now, I'm not saying keeping beatings and infidelity and all that mess. That's stuff that needs to be told. That's the stuff you tell. If someone's lying, someone's not, that's what family and friends are for. That's when you have those conversations. And also you want to brag on them too. Sometimes say something good every now and again, but you don't have to tell everybody everything. Okay? This clown, I think, is just the type, also because he's cheap. Don't marry a cheap man, women, period. I'm not into gold digging, but what I'm going to say is this: don't marry someone cheap and expect them not to be cheap. Because this dude right here, girl, he's cheap as I don't know what. I know he's cheap and I don't even know him like that. But I've heard him talk and I've heard him talk about money. This Negro is cheap as hell. Okay?
Algebra and Spanish and science and chemistry. No. All of that, I'm not even using it. I need to be learning.
I'm sorry this is stopping, but not I don't know. I can do anything
from
about
you. I need to be hearing what you was doing. I'm thinking I need to see my daddy. I'm like,
nigga,
you. I'm like, nigga, you. But no, I'm so glad though. I'll say all of this to say I'm at a point in my life, 28 years old. My mom's 48, that I'm able to sit there and have some real conversation with her. But if we would have had these conversations 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I wouldn't have been able to have the viewpoint that I have now by both being able to be in the ministry and entertainment. But I was like, yeah. So she just has so much. I'm making this to say all this to say this. If you don't got a good relationship with your mom, you don't talk to your mom as much or whatever, talk to your mama. Talk to your mama. You hear me? Talk to your mama, because y'all be thinking it's your daddy, like daddy. Talk to your mama. Trying to tell you, talk to your mama. Talk to your mama. So
look, I don't mean also too.
It was really good. But yeah, talk to your mama. And my mom, y'all.
You don't have to tell, he left the toilet seat up, that kind of stuff. Don't do that. I'm talking about big problems. Like if you have a big problem, don't cover up the big problems. Everything's fine and everything is not fine. Little things, he didn't give me $20 or you know that like look, you married someone cheap, you know you married someone cheap, okay? Like deal with it. Cuz sometimes we want something different than what we signed up for, but when there is an issue, yeah, that's what your mom, that's what your sister-in-law is, that's what your father-in-law, that's what your people are there for, to help you through those things. But like the little stuff, yeah, don't bring everything to everyone's front door because you don't want them in your business, but they are there to help, right? Um, girl, this man is a pain in the I don't know what. Let's just girl, and then this nigga. Let's watch it like this with his big head.
Oh,
Okay.
she wants to get on social media. I told her she needs to get on there. I need to put her in Skit. My whole entire family is funny. The granddaddy character that I actually play, a lot of y'all don't know. I have a granddad that's I think he's like 90 some years old. And boy, he cuts grades like he very still movable.
So he wants to be Country Wayne.
But that character was built from him
because we've heard him talk Prince family. Prince family has ascended to a level that a lot of people will never catch up to. Not only have they far exceeded 1 million, but they are over 10 million. They have entered a different gateway with YouTube. They drop a video and it gets 1 million views, period, just on a rip, right? They're a whole nother level. They're the millionaires club of YouTube. They make a lot of money. Okay, period. Justin wanted to be the Prince family. They started this family thing. He met a dingy chick who had low self-esteem, who believed in just pumping out babies for him. I think they've been together. She was like 19 years old. I think he's 30. I don't know why he would have said 20. Does he think he's Tyler? I don't know what he thinks he is, sis. I've heard him talk about Country Wayne a lot. Country Wayne is with a K. Type in Country Wayne and you'll see. Country Wayne does a lot of skits. He's the skit man on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And he drops probably about all day 10 skits a day, every single day. He just did a whole interview on Club Shay Shay. But Country Wayne, my husband watches Country Wayne. It's like a soap opera for social. It's a YouTube, it's a social media soap opera and lots of characters. It's based in Atlanta. Get into it. It's cute. It's cute. I've been married for 37 years. Congratulations, Arlene. Congratulations. And I don't agree. Like when people say marriage isn't easy from the standpoint you got to learn how to put your ego and your pride to the side, not to be a damn doormat, but just to let someone else like shine too. You know what I mean? So you can shine together. It's not about you shining because there's no one person shining in a couple. It's about the couple shining, right? And you are an individual. That's where your self-esteem comes in because you know that it's not just you two, it's you in the team, right? But it is a team. It's a team effort. Just like you don't step out in front of your daughter when it's time for her to shine. You know you did that. You can stand in the background and say, I did that. Yeah, she's smart. Yeah, she studied. You know you put in those hours. You know you put in that work, all of that, right? It's the same thing with your spouse. Just like anyone with some good sense isn't going to compete with their kids, you don't compete with your husband, and your husband doesn't compete with his wife. Especially, if you got any good sense. If you don't have good sense, well, then that's what's going to happen, and you're going to be miserable, and you're going to have someone who steps on you and makes you a doormat and all kinds of silly stuff like that. That's what I see in this couple, right? I think that Mahogany sat up there and fell for the okie doke. She enjoys, obviously she's enjoying this man and she don't mind giving him a whole bunch of damn kids, and now she's sitting out here looking stupid. But this is just the type of man, number one, to be cheap with you, and number two, to take your kids and you're going to be coming to visit them over him and his new lady's house. I firmly believe that of Mr. Justin Jackson. He's just that type. All right, Justin, hurry up. Taking a long time to tell this story.
He's a whole mess. But
you a whole mess.
Yo, I'm like, Whew. Sometimes the scripture, we need to pray. We need to read the word. But sometimes, look, I mean, I want you to hit your neighbor, yell at somebody, and just say, "Go talk to your mama. Go talk to your mama." Cause let me tell you, my mama, listen, I gained a whole new respect for that woman tonight. And I did, cause I'm like, nigga, whoo, but gosh.
Okay, his mom looks like she could be his sister. Okay.
So blowing just tonight. Speaking of, I ain't talked to this man in like 7 days. Let me call him.
So now he's doing skits
I
like
know he
Country
better answer
Wayne.
his phone. Know that. Yeah. Where you at?
What are you on?
What do you mean? How you gonna answer the phone like that?
This is the thing. This is the thing. They see, so look, I'm not gonna look. This is the deal. We know this. There's some people who will create something and then they'll be people out here who see a recipe and whatever. At the end of the day, that's just how life works. Justin, I think, sees that there are people out here doing skits, and that's what he's doing now. And he's starring in the skits like Country Wayne. I don't know if him and Mahogany are done or not. Mahogany gives Doormat, and I don't think that's his real mom. I don't, girl. That again, skit. These people are with the shits and skits, right? We gonna see, because sis knows how to look up divorce, and I know how to look up a whole bunch of stuff in Fulton County now. Okay, because I can get right when Odyssey comes back after the cyber attack in Fulton County. When I can log into my account, we'll see if there's anything filed. Okay, I don't know if they live in Fulton County or not, but that's probably not going to be hard to find out either. Um, Girl, I like Country Wayne because I know Country Wayne is a show. I'm not confused about Country Wayne. We know Country Wayne is a real person, but Country Wayne, everything on his channels is a drama. It's a soap opera, right? This is not, he really doing it. Okay. The Jacksons 1 minute want you to think that this is real life, but it's really all a skit. Okay. But they're playing with these babies. And I know that's very triggering for a lot of people. I would show you guys that news story from Law and Crime about the man who was graping his 12-year-old stepdaughter, which I know is very much a pivot from this conversation. But I won't. What I'm telling you is this: it's look at the mom. That's mom. Okay.
See, you ain't really ready to be anointed if you want everybody to be your friend, because there may come a season.
Okay. Who is this? Diego. Looking like Justin. Is that his daddy? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, Jacksons of Atlanta, we see y'all. We see y'all. Okay. Let's just. All right. I'm trying to get to. It was giving a little bit of something in one of these skits, like the two guys were going to hook up or something. That's what it was kind of giving. And he's doing skits. Don't talk to me, Karen. What is this? Mahogany's getting arrested in a skit. See what kind of storyline he gives Mahogany? Look at the Mahogany storyline. Sis is in an orange uniform. Girl, bye. No, thank you. No, No. All right, let me just go to their I don't know. I don't know what's going on with their channel. I feel like I went by there yesterday and I didn't see anything. They were talking to the boys. The one main thing that I noticed was that they didn't have the boys in high chairs. Okay? The boys weren't in high chairs and they had some little tables for the boys in the kitchen, which I was like, "Thank God," because these kids have been in high chairs way too long. Looks like Nitra B just had her baby. Um, what did so she had a girl. I know she said she was having a girl. I do see a video, birth vlog, labor. She did say a couple weeks ago she was getting ready to have her baby. So Nitra B, girl, sis don't mind wearing a whole blonde wig. Sis must have wigs on wigs on wigs in that closet. Um, sis is okay. There's daddy. What's his name again? Not Uriah. Oh, he got on some peach colored pajamas. I don't know if her stuff is copyrighted or not. Some of these bigger channels have groups that they belong to, and you just click on some. You could click on a beloved video, girl. It might be a problem. Oh, she showed pushing and everything. My God. Okay. Mm, okay. Nitra B had the baby girl, y'all. Which I guess we knew it was coming because the last video she was like nesting, cleaning, getting everything ready, and little baby girl. I'm sure the baby is going to be cute, cute. Good for her. That's very nice for her and her family. And she got the two little boys. And obviously my computer's acting up today, so we're gonna take this down. Before I go over to Real Talk Bougie, I need to reset everything. Okay, these days the moms look younger than the kids. Well, look, let's be real though. All the girls that were having so anyone who's like in their 40s or 50s, all the girls that were having kids when we were in high school, their kids are grown now. Okay. And you look in the mirror, look at you, and I got a 12-year-old, okay? I got friends. I have a couple of friends who have grandkids, okay? Definitely have like grandchildren, not grandbabies, okay? Um all of our people that we know, whether they're friends, family or whomever, all of our friends, family, acquaintances who had babies when we were in high school and college, them kids are grown. I just saw Colton, thank you. I just saw an article. Do you guys remember Mary Kay Letourneau?
She basically could not.
Remember Mary Kay Letourneau, the teacher who was messing with her student, Villy Falau? Okay, remember she had a baby with her student? Do you know she has a 25 and so forget about her big kids because her big kids have got to be grown. She had a young family when she cheated on her husband with her student and that threw her in jail. Let me pull up who's possessed? Mary Kay Letourneau? Mary Kay Letourneau is going, I don't know, she may already be a grandmother, but I think those other kids disowned her. Hold on a second. Mary Kay, and what kills me is they keep calling her Mary Kay Letourneau when I guess it's Mary Kay Falau. Um, she was just in People magazine, girl, and her husband filed for legal separation. Villy, what are you doing? So now Villy is filing for legal separation. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Reacts to okay, so their daughter, one of their daughters is getting ready to have a baby. And allegedly, hold on, let me pull this up. This lady is a mother's nightmare. This woman was messing with a little boy. I think he was like in 8th grade. What happened? She's dead now? It's giving birth. Okay, there's the kid. When did she pass away? When was the legal separation filed? Oh my God. Hold on. Wow. I just saw this yesterday. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Regulation was released in 2004. When did she die? Oh my God. 2020. So for in the pandemic, wow. Well, one of her kids with Villy, this one, she doesn't even look 25. Hold on a second. But can you believe it was cancer? Oh my God. See what happens? This is one of her kids with Villy, 25 and 26. Look at her kids. Look, at the end of the day, ma'am was over there messing with the damn eighth grader. Okay. It feels like this was just yesterday, and those girls are now 25 and 26 years old. So she died during the pandemic. Wow. Cancer, awful. But look, ma'am was out here doing the most. So ma'am, you know how some people get their fair share out of life and then some. She got her fair share. She was married. She had she was a teacher. She had children. She was out here cheating on her husband with a child at the school. Sis went to prison. Then she gets out and the little boy is still waiting for her. They get married, have a whole life and two more kids. Ma'am got ma'am got more than her fair share of life, okay? I hate it for her that she had to suffer with cancer, but you know what I'm saying? Like sis was out here doing everything. So it's okay. I thought 16. Girl, it was bad. She was out here doing the absolute most. Mary and her father both passed away around with student messed around with Mary and her father both messed around with students. Her dad left her mom for a student. Girl, generational curse. What? What? Yeah. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all. Wow. Anyway. Mm-mm-mm. A mess. That was some tea. Okay. But yeah, I thought about because I was like, gosh, her kids are 25 and 20. That's just how long ago that was, right? I thought 16. My bad, y'all. I think was he 16 when they got married or something? Did he have to get his parents' permission? Girl, we'll have to look at that whole thing. But I think he was like in the eighth grade. He was like a baby. He was still sort of like a baby. When I pull up to the middle school and see these kids are babies, okay? Middle school, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. Because I'm thinking to myself, gosh, when we pull up to the high school, I wonder what that's going to be like. Because this is all, I only have one kid. So every day for me as a mother is a new experience. I've never done this before other than when I did it as a kid, right? Um, mm. Oh, there's Villy right there. Goes Papa. Hold on. So I guess she's having a boy. Hold on. Let me, if you want to say Villy or Billy, whatever his name is, Villy got his dad weight on. He's thick now. Look. You know who else got some dad weight on him? Have you guys been watching Queen and Clarence? Clarence is thick, thick. Okay. You guys, oh. I hate when it's doing this. Why won't it work? All right, we'll just watch it here. There's Villy right there. Okay. There's her sister. Sister acting just like mom, Mary Kay. Girl, you don't have to pose like that with your baby sister. Get up. Doing the most. Acting like Mary Kay. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go. What else were we gonna talk about really quick? Oh, Queen and Clarence. Did y'all see Clarence? Clarence and put on some weight. Clarence, Queen must be cooking real good over there because Clarence and got thick. Have you seen him? He was like he was in 6th grade. Girl, it was a mess. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. And she went to prison and he waited for her. Um Clarence is thick. Clarence, Queen must be over there cooking up some food. Okay. I'm gonna let you see Clarence. I'm gonna let y'all see Clarence, then we're gonna go. Okay. They went to Mexico and Clarence was Queen got him on an angle. I was like, what? Dad Wade has kicked. Oh my God. Hold on. Okay, hold on. It's the thumbnails for me. Oh my God. Queen and Clarence.
They gave me 2 hot dogs, two fries. You want one? Like your own set of fries.
Clarence got thick. Clarence is getting his dad weight
Steak and
on.
eggs. Exactly.
You see how full his
Last
face is? And
breakfast,
that's not just
y'all.
because the
We had to
beard.
extend it one more day. Otherwise, today we would have been going to the hotel. From our snacks in this video that y'all didn't get to see for all the people that only watch YouTube. And I'm going home sockless, y'all, because I ain't bringing enough socks. And the socks I brought were super dirty. So we going home like this. That's the reason why I brought them, just in case. But yeah, we out of here. We're about to have our last. Well, I don't
Clarence
know if we're gonna
butt
have no
is
breakfast. We
sticking
might
out
just get
even. It's
something
like,
quick to eat
damn,
real
Claire.
quick and then leave. So
He getting that dad body. But you know what? Look, it's some of these people been on the internet forever. They've been on since they were young. Now they're getting to be 30. You got kids. I mean, you said Clarence looks just like my son. Clarence is thickening up, okay? But you know, he's a dad. They got 2 boys at the house, even though one is not his, one is Chris Sales. But at the end of the day, sir is everybody look, prayer well, thank God everybody is growing up. Everybody made it to today. Hopefully we will all make it to tomorrow. All of the things growing. These people have gone from their early 20s into damn near 30, if not 30 yet. So, okay. But I just happened to notice. I was like, damn, they just, it was giving. It was giving. Oh, this is probably better. Stuff Sir got beefy. Okay. What's trying to put stuff in Queen's bag. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. Queen and Clarence just came back from Mexico. I don't know if you guys are still following them. I do. I check in. I don't watch like religiously, but I do check in, kind of like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? what's going on. Anyway, okay, guys, this was fun. I'm glad we had a chance to talk. We did something a little different, but the same. You know how we do. Okay. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys a little bit later. I have to go and handle some business real quick, and then I'll be back. We're going to talk on Real Talk Bougie. I definitely have some opinions about the interview last night that Sonya did. So while you have a minute or 2.5 hours, to watch her do and say the same things all over again, be my guest. We'll talk about it, and then we'll also get into the video that dropped last night. Nesto had to give Sonya a piece of his mind and tell her, like, sis, you don't listen. Like, and then he also called her out for um some things. Okay. If you didn't watch, go watch and we'll talk about it. If you aren't gonna watch until I get back, that's okay. That's your business. But we'll talk about it when I get back. And then we'll tie this up in a nice, neat little bow. Please like the live, please. Yeah, thank you. Hi, Joanne. Hey, girl. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of sorry to hear that, but again, as I stated, Mary Kay did her damn thing. Like, if there was anybody out here who was gonna do what they wanted to do, and I would hope enjoyed themselves while they were doing it, even though she was living foul, sis got her slice of life. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people, you feel like they didn't get to do enough, they didn't get to experience enough. Sis did everything and served a prison bid. Okay, girl, 2 families, 2 husbands. She's all right. She's somewhere. She is somewhere. Uh, I'm surprised she passed away too. But yeah, now we know. Um. Awesome. Your notifications suck. Oh, boo boo. You know I'm coming in the morning. Somebody asked me for like a schedule or something. I was like, it, I'm coming. That's my schedule. Like, I can't give a schedule because I've been on. I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts are on a schedule right now. My schedule for my social media is I'm coming, and there's the replay. I'm either live or it's on replay. I can't do a schedule. My schedule is daily. Okay. And that is my schedule. And other than that, and I mean that with all due sincerity and respect, because I've been on a schedule and had to report places and be places during the week for so long that now that I don't have to, why would I? You know what I mean? Like, um, I can't do it. Would you interview anyone in the Nesto saga if you had the opportunity? I'm just wondering. I'm really thinking. My schedule is not a schedule. Yeah. My schedule is daily. I'll be here daily. It's like, like how they Frosty the Snowman is like, as soon as it gets cold, I'll be back. Um, yes, I would. I would. I don't know. Nesto would have to be on his medication for me to talk to him. That would be one thing. He would have to be on his medication for me to talk to him. Um, Dre, for what? He's a private person. He doesn't like to be in mess. This is not a private situation, and this is some mess. So, Dre, what you doing? Surely, absolutely. But no one, I'm just gonna be honest, no one's gonna tell the truth. And no one's gonna tell the truth. So what's the point? But would I? Absolutely. Um, Sonya, I'm not interested. Sonya has been, you know what I mean? It's like a cheap hooker now. Okay. Like everyone's had a turn. It's like a doorknob. Everyone's had a turn. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's done. I don't think she needs to do one more interview. Dion for what, like there's really no one to talk to other than Shirley or Nesto. And Nesto would have to be on his medication. He's very angry. And I wouldn't want to talk to someone who's angry and disrespectful. Shirley, I think, would be wonderful to talk to just from a standpoint from her career to motherhood, and if she were going to be open to want to talk a little bit about her relationship and her marriage, maybe not necessarily the case, but that's it. I don't really like, who else is there, like, yeah, I mean, she would be someone interesting to talk to. She's had a really great career that has been very underrated. Um But as far as anything else, she's not gonna tell us anything, and he left her, but when he heard she had cancer, he stayed by her side until her last breath. Well, isn't that beautiful? Those 2 were definitely on some Bonnie and Clyde, Villy and Mary Kay. I love your honesty and thoughtfulness. Thank you, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dre is funny. Let me tell you something. I do have an idea for Dre, for all the Dre fans out there, and I'm gonna take a poll, and if you guys are up for it, we're gonna do it. But I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna say something about it, like let's just say Saturday, um, and then once I announce it, we will do it the following day. But I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, girl, you guys know over here my right hand, left hand, girl. So we'll talk about it soon. Um, that's it. We'll talk about everything when we get over there. I just think that like Sonya doesn't bring anything. She's not bringing anything new to the table right now, and she has been all up and down the YouTube streets like a like a doorknob. Okay, everyone gets it. Everyone gets a turn. Like that's it. Like I'm okay. I'm okay. He's very defensive about everything. Absolutely, because he's not able to. He has no communication skills. You have great communication skills and quick witted. Thank you. I would love to hear an interview from you. I mean, I've interviewed a couple of people on here, but not much. I just do my commentary. People, we'll see whatever happens in the future. Um, I think that there needs to be a purpose for someone to come on someone's platform, and even if it's just promoting yourself, I don't, and people who are not honest, I'm not going to just, I don't want to talk to them. Also, there's so much with the YouTube streets, and I've worked really hard to build my platform, and I don't have time for anyone coming through to try to wreck shop on what I got going on in one interview. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like people who are dishonest and don't play fair, why expect them to all of a sudden be honest and play fair? I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? When someone doesn't even have a platform or someone goes and deletes all their content, that's not, I can't even get with that. So I would never. People who have nothing to lose operate like crackheads out here. And there's a couple of people in that Nesto camp that are definitely giving Pookie, and I'm not interested. I just like watching the show. I like seeing their entertainment in phone calls to their friend or their family member, or their boo thing, or the videos. So I would rather just keep it entertainment and not have it intersect too much with what I work hard for. You know what I'm saying? Because I work hard for this channel. Every person who has hit the subscribe button on this channel did so as a willing participant. And I appreciate that. I'm not going to invite some stupid shit and mess up what I've been working on just because they're incompetent. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone like a Sonya, hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Okay. Anyway, that'll be fun to be the Wendy of the YouTube channel. Oh, I love Wendy Williams, and I would love to interview. If people really want to come and do an interview, absolutely. But if you're just coming on some bullshit, if you're coming to sit down like a Cat Williams and not just drop the tea, but just be honest, I love that. I love that. And you see on Club Shay Shay, he gets people comfortable, give them a nice cognac, give them a nice little drink, and they just start talking. Okay. Nobody wants anyone sitting with talking points and feeling like they got points to prove and scores to settle. Nobody, that's not my platform. I want someone to sit down, have a good time, and tell their story and tell us why you're here. What do you want us to know? That's it. I don't need anyone trying to settle any scores and be petty and be this, that, and the. I don't think Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay was trying to be petty and trying to be shady. He was just being him. I think. I don't know him, but it just seems it flowed so naturally. Hey Nikki, hey Boo Boo. Okay, guys. Goody Bell, thank you for coming in. I see all of you guys. You guys, we'll get caught up in a little bit. Give me like a little bit of time. I would say you'll see me before 1 o'clock. I have to go handle some business, and then I will be with you guys, and for at least a very cute hour and a half, 2 hours, before I pick up Farah. Okay. We don't need old fidgeting girl. She's a mess, and this is one thing that left me with yesterday, because of course, I can go on and on and on. The interviewer yesterday, and I'll pull up her everything. Hold on a second. Since I've mentioned it so much, let me drop this lady's name. Second. Anyway, she asked a question like, why isn't anyone, have you thought about why everyone or why people are not supporting Nesto? And this is what I think. Why is it that, and it's easy to forget, but Shirley has put up over $40,000 for that ninja. Like, Sonya running around trying to make it seem like she hasn't done anything, that Shirley as a wife hasn't done anything for that ratchet ass, crusty, good for nothing, cheating ass felon. What? She's put up all kinds of money for that dude. Okay? And he's a cheater. And he's carrying on in the jail. And he has talked about her like shit. Shall I go on? She was sitting over there supporting him, and every damn warrant has him with a woman that he was fucking. Like, think about it, y'all. And this cavity creep is running around YouTube trashing Shirley, which Shirley's no saint. Shirley got the shits with her too. Let's make no mistake. But at the end of the day, to make it seem like his family, his wife, has not been supporting him, but he's running around, every damn warrant got a damn another woman's name on it that he was sleeping with. Are you kidding me? She's not supporting? How embarrassing is that? You're at the damn hair salon and they come get your vehicle, and then you go, let's just say all she did was go to the internet and go look up what his charges are. Your husband is accused of grape. Your husband is accused of all kinds of shit. And as we were getting evicted from the last house, some other woman, some of your other associates, one of these other chicks in the background is coming up playing a lawyer, and that's why I got stuck with damn near $50,000 damn garnishment, because you got a fake ass, nothing ass, not even a lawyer coming and on my lease, and you didn't even tell me that I needed to be there. Are you kidding me? So tell me how Shirley's not supporting? Shirley had enough. Anyway, don't get me started, guys. We'll talk about it when I go live on my other channel. Give me about an hour and a half. I got to handle something. and then we will get all the way up into it, and then we'll react to the other video, and or we'll just figure it out. We will figure it out. But I do have some. We don't even have to react to the video because it's a long video. So if you want to watch it, ma'am is very professional. She is stunningly beautiful. The lady, her name is V. Lenore. She's a very stunning lady. She's smart. She is articulate. She is all of the things. And she was trying to talk some sense into Sonya. And this is what I opened up this live with this morning. Sometimes people just are who they are, and we have to accept them for who they are and where they are. I think Sonya gets a lot of deference because um I do, and I've said this before. I think she gets a little light skin privilege. I think she gets small, petite privilege. She may get ponytail privilege. She may get. I feel sorry for her. Bless her little pointy head. She's just slow privilege. I don't know what kind of privilege sis is banking on from over there, but I think she does get a little bit of a pass. But sis is a low life living crumb snatcher. She wants just a piece of this man, and she is also willing to cap at the highest degree for this man, which is no badge of honor in the women's community. As a grown-ass woman, a woman who will accept crumbs versus living a life of integrity and say, you know what, when you're free, come find me. Because there's men out here who have fallen in love with other women as they are out the door from another, and they will come find you when they're ready for you. Being a damn low life ass crumb snatcher, let her be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, wanting or thinking that she deserves better, she's well positioned. Sis comes from a long line of failed relationships. Her dad was in multiple failed relationships, was a cheater. Her mom was a cheater. Her mom left the kids. Sonya had a 4-month marriage. Sonya has been single for 55 years. Sonya has a daughter who's in her 30s who appears to be single. Sonya comes from a long line of divorce single situations, and that's what it is. We can't expect, just because we are living fabulous or have a great marriage or know what real love feels like, doesn't mean that that's for her. Everybody's walk is different. Her walk might be struggle. Okay. And for those of us who don't live the struggle life and don't have the struggle walk, it might be hard for us to understand that that just might be the life that is intended for her, or maybe that's just her comfortable place. Not my problem. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Okay. On period. All right, guys. I'm going to go this time. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you when I go live on my other channel. I'll go see you when I go live on Real Talk Bougie. Okay. All right. Let me just do a little bit of this because I got to go.